If you're into bloody, vomit, gore fests, you're gonna want to see this film.
Welcome to Ocean Chicks Films.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ocean Chicks Films. I'm your host Karen, and I just got out of the theater where I watched Evil Dead Rise. Now this one's the 5th installment in the Evil Dead franchise, and if you're an Evil Dead fan like me, then I think you're gonna like this film. Evil Dead Rise from 2023. A reunion between two estranged sisters gets cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish versions of family imaginable. Directed by Lee Cronin, starring Alyssa Sutherland, Lily Sullivan, and Nell Fisher. In my opinion, this is a damn near perfect horror film, finally. It starts right off at the start, and it just keeps going. This one is a gore fest. It's got so much blood and so much vomit, and it's really scary. And people were wondering if it would have similarities to the 2013 film, and yeah, I would say kind of does. The CGI and practical effects are incredible. So much so that I want to see this one again like right now. I can't wait to be able to rent it and then eventually buy it in physical media format, because this is one I'm going to want to have to watch over and over. The sound and the score and everything were so phenomenal, but one thing I will say is if you can watch it in the theater, please go watch it in the theater, because the sounds coming out of all directions where you felt like you had a demonic voice right at the back of your head and it made you turn around is so incredible. And I'm not sure you would get that at home. Maybe you would, I don't know. But and I understand it's kind of expensive and not everybody can go to the theater, but if you can, do it, because seeing it on the big screen with the sounds was just incredible. And one little fun fact I didn't know about, part of this was filmed, or maybe most of it was filmed in New Zealand, in Auckland. I thought that was really cool. And this is also demonic possession done right. Oh my gosh, I was like thinking, I'm gonna rethink some of the movies I've watched before this, because I think this one outdoes all of them. So like the other films, this movie starts out in a cabin in the woods, but it moves to a high-rise apartment in LA, where it's supposed to be featured, that's populated, that kind of thing. Different location, but they utilize all of the cool elements that you can think of with a skyrise apartment in this movie in such a creepy good way. So they use lots of unique filming techniques in this one too, and it makes it really cool. There's this one particular scene where they use the peephole in the door of an apartment building. That's really neat. I live in an apartment building, so even scarier for me. But go watch it and you'll see what I mean. But there's so many cool things. I really want to watch it again. That's such a downside of watching it in the theater, is that you can't watch it again right away, because I'd watch it 3 times tonight if I could. The story itself is kind of light, but I like that because they quickly define each of the characters and you're left up to your imagination to kind of fill in the gaps and the blanks, and they focus heavily on the gore and the kills and that kind of thing, the possession. And I really enjoy that kind of a movie, you know I do. May not be for everyone, but I liked it, and it led things to be open to, you know, more films with this storyline. Alyssa Sutherland plays Ellie, the mom, in this story. And so it's based around family, and there's kids and stuff, and it's quite dark. There's not a lot of humor in this one, but I find that okay. I really enjoyed it. So Alyssa is phenomenal in this role. She's so good. You don't want to stop watching her. She's so creepy as a possessed girl. All the actors are great in their roles, even the little girl. And just so you know too, the whole story is based around like a family as opposed to friends or, you know, people in relationships kind of thing going to a cabin in the woods. It's more like a family living in this apartment complex. So, you know, that brings in different elements as well. And it is quite dark. So it may not be for everybody, that story, but I really enjoyed it. I flip-flopped a little bit as to whether or not this was an Evil Dead movie, but in the end, it is, very much so. One very cool thing about this one is the possessions take a little bit more time to happen, so that drags it out a bit more. They don't just like instantly become possessed and start being crazy. That makes it creepier, very tense. There's lots of little Easter eggs happening from the Evil Dead franchise in this film, but you don't have to have watched the other films to be able to enjoy this one. I mean, it would help, but you don't have to. Does this movie bump The Exorcist out of first place for me? No, it doesn't. But I would say it's probably gravitated slowly up towards the top 10 of my favorite films of all time. Will I be getting it for my collection? Hell yeah. Absolutely, as soon as I can. Also, as a little aside, I heard that Terrifier is going to be re-released in theaters soon. Does anyone heard anything about that? If you had, comment that down below. I'd love to hear. Also, Terrifier 2 is on Canadian Tubi, but apparently not American Tubi or anywhere else. So I'm not really sure what that's all about, but I've been enjoying rewatching it because I think it's a really good film too. And it kind of made me think of this film. Like, it's like these films are kind of going in that direction now with all this gore and blood and kills and stuff, and I love that. So this movie alluded to the fact that we're probably going to get more films. So I think that's really cool because I'm a big Evil Dead fan. Are you guys? Comment that down below. And if you've seen this movie, don't put any spoilers in the comments, but just let me know what you thought of it. And if you haven't watched it yet, let me know, what you're thinking about it so far. This movie runs, I believe, 97 minutes, and I wanted to see more. I could have sat there for longer, actually. It would have been really, really cool. So for my review, I'm going to give it 5 shark bites out of 5 because I thought it was an excellent film, and I think you guys are going to like it too. But like I said, if you can, go see it in the theaters because it was such an experience. It really was. But if you have to wait to rent it or stream it, then that's cool too because I think it's going to be good that way also. So I think that's it, guys. I just wanted to give a quick reaction to the movie after I saw it fresh in my head because I thought that would be really fun. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up because it helps me a lot, and subscribe to the channel for more out of theater reactions like this one, more deep dive reviews, filming location videos, our watch parties on the weekend, and all of that fun stuff. We've got lots more coming very soon. All right, have a great night, guys. I love you all, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, guys.